Man, oh man, it's been a long time. Whoa, man, I tell you, it's been a while. And let me just tell you that this message about life preservation, about suicide prevention, is so important. Um, so I'm gonna make it short and sweet because I do want to talk football. I want to lift spirits today. If you are somebody who is thinking about harming yourself, if you are somebody who's thinking about doing something so crazy, so out of the box, don't just dial the three numbers. I swear it won't cost you nothing but a chance at another day, another opportunity. So before you make a decision that we have to live with, make one that you can live with and get help. And let's talk football. Pride Nation. Good grief. I never expected for it to take this long. I never thought it would take this long. I never once wanted it to be this long, but when I say life was life, and it's a real thing. I'm gonna give you some quick updates on what's been the hold up with me, and moving the channel forward and being able to be as transparent as possible. Because that's essentially what I want to do. I want to be as transparent as possible. Um, First things first, I've had a lot of loss this year. Um, from my grandmother to friends who have lost children. I've seen it all this year. Okay. And me being there for other people has taken up some of my time. Um, a lot of things just took up my time. And as much as I wanted to do this, I just didn't have time. I found out that the more you're willing to help people, the more that there are going to be forces to try to bring you down at every turn. And it all failed. It all failed by the grace of God. So I'm here to talk some football. I got to do a lot of catching up. I also got to figure out how am I going to do the live shows going forward, or am I just going to have to do like the pre-records just to get the content out there? I got to figure it all out. I'm also on the journey to starting my own business because that allows me more time. That allows me more control over my time. Um, so I got a lot of things. All right. Let's see who in the building with me because I'm happy whoever showed up to show me some love. And I'm happy to see you all here. But friendly neighborhood Lions fan is in the building. What up, though? He gave me the first like. I appreciate that. Hatter House 710 is in the building. Detroit D is in the building. Giovanni Lyons in the building. This says Lions bad guy. My man John, my man John Capelo. What up, though, brother? Is in the building with us. Looney Tune is in the building. Big T is in the building. My man JGB is in the building. Shout out to that brother. He's always checking on the brother, making sure everything is good with me. That fan man is in the building. And as people start to come in, great. Listen, first thing I'm going to do is jump right into the biggest thing that's going on today. I don't know what the hell wrong with people. This idea of resting players today. Okay, let me be clear. Okay, I want to make sure that I'm very clear on what I'm about to say, y'all. Okay, I totally understand the rest your starters congregation. I fully understand you. I don't even question your sanity on that. I get it. I totally get it. However, I want you to understand that that goes against the Lions mentality, that goes against Dan Campbell's mentality, and that goes against what we are trying to do here that we have yet to do. It's not about just saying let's rest some players up, because who are you going to rest that's going to be able to come back and have such great impact for you? Who are these people? And then to the people who can say that there's probably a good chance that what if somebody gets hurt, Luke? You do realize that some people get hurt off the field too. Like they could be at home simply playing with Atlas or something, Oculus or whatever that damn thing called, and they can hurt themselves that way. They could be just carrying grocery bags and hurt themselves. We had a guy named Stephen Tulloch who jumped up in celebration, get hurt off of that. So this idea of injury, I don't care, because at the end of the day, you must play the way you want to be seen and how you want to win. And this is the reality of it. Okay? You want a break? Get the number 1 seed. That's your break. That week that you get off is your break. If you want to be able to rest players, earn the number 1 seed. Simple. The break is given to you. You don't even got to fight for it. You don't got to argue with nobody. Can't nobody be like, I can't believe you rest players. You got the break when you want to. But if you are going to uphold to what you're doing now, which is creating a whole new legacy, which is pushing yourself beyond your limits, then I say play them and go out and win. And then go out and win next week. And then you get your week break. And guess what? You got 2 games to get to the Super Bowl, 3 games to win it. But if you go out and you rest them this time around, and then next week come, and they come out flat and rusty in the game that matters, you're going to be real pissed about them being cold. Nah, let them play. Let them play. They'll get their rest when they get the bye week. I have seen so many wild things from my fellow YouTubers and from the media that has drove me crazy, and I wanted to talk about it so bad and could not. From the people who are bitching and groaning about Dan Campbell going for it on 4th down too much. Shut up. Shut up. We got here because of that. It's because of that mentality we got here. And it's driving me nuts. To the people who was like, oh my God, man, we don't have enough. We got too many injuries. It's not enough. For every injury we have, there's a response. And I hate to be that guy, but that's the reality. For every injury we have, there has been a response. Oh, Montgomery goes down, you still got Gibbs. You act like Gibbs ain't there. You act like we don't still have Vaki. You act like we still don't have Reynolds. Right? The injuries are happening on the defense. Get it, right? But guess what? Here's a news flash for you. Nobody you're going to rest on defense is going to really come in and have a huge impact. Nobody. Defense is played as a collective. That's the reality. What up, though, David Dickerson? He says, welcome back. Appreciate it, man. I'm trying to make sure I can do this a little more consistent. Dr. Pepperoni says, my ninja, where you been? Life been lifing. Catch the beginning of the live stream and you will hear it, man. There's a lot going on. You know, I'm on a mission to change my life, but also the lives of others. And so that comes with some outside forces that hate. That's the way I can word it. All right. But I'm just pointing these things out. There's very few people who, how can I word this? There are very few people that you're going to be able to have significant impact from that's going to change what you're doing. Okay? And I point that out for 2 reasons. Reason number one, all right, is every game counts. The Lions have their first 13-win season because of Dan Campbell's mentality for fourth downs, because this team is not playing just for the Super Bowl, but to crush all of the tarnish that was placed upon this team. You got to remember, it sounds so much better to have a record of 15-2, winning 2 playoff games, going to the Super Bowl and winning, than it did when we was 0-16. And I'm going to be the first to tell you, my prediction was we were winning 11 to 12 games. They blew my expectations out the water. Blew it out the water. So, what am I going to complain about? I want to get into a bunch of things that I think that we need to focus in on with this 49ers team, because while we have injuries, they do too. But their injuries are a little bit more sneaky. Their injuries are a little bit more, you need to pay more attention to it. You see, the difference this time around is whether we win or lose, I know people say it don't matter, but it does. It does to the Lions team who don't want to just get in. They want to be great. And they want to be great at it. And this has been a beautiful season. It has been amazing to watch this season. It has been a joy to see what this season has been. I can't begin to tell you how impressed I am and how happy I've been to be a part of this season. But I also cannot wait for people to understand that we have some bigger fish to fry. We got some things that we still got to take care of that ain't done yet. And while most people are going to point back to what happened in the NFC Championship games, toss that mentality out the damn door. Just go ahead, ball it up, scrap it out the door. It does not matter. It does not matter. That team, those two teams are completely different today. This is about legacy. This is about building something that people can look back on and be proud of. Not only as players, not only as coaches, but as fans, as a city. I can't tell you how many bandwagon Lion fans are on this damn wagon. When I first came on the YouTube, I had enough room to put at least another 100 people on the bandwagon. I got people hanging off the side of the wagon, sitting on top of other people. I can't tell you how many people I would go, "Oh, you're a Lions fan?" And they would say, "Unfortunately." Now I go at them same people, "You a Lions fan, man?" Hell yeah. And we going all the way. Funny how things change. Funny how things change. But when you go through and you look at the overall view of it all, I'm just telling you right now that this team is not playing just so you can be like, "Okay, we did this." No, they're playing for greatness. They're not playing scared. They're not playing it safe. They've been reckless this whole time, and they're going to stay that way. I think it was J-Mo who said gang shit on 3. 1, 2, 3. Gang shit. Seriously. This is about proving doubters wrong. There are people who are picking the Vikings to beat the brakes off the Lions. There are people who are picking the Lions to lose to the 49ers. But overall, the Lions are the favorite in this game. And they should be. They should be the favorite. And they should go out and they should win. They've already flexed the game to the last game of the season. It's now the primetime game. The battle of the NFC North on who gets the number 1 seed and who gets the division. All comes down to one game. And would I have rather had it like this? Probably not. I would have wished that the Packers would have handled business and took the Vikings down a notch. Right? But, hey, it didn't happen. They got some wins that, we didn't get. I would have much rather, had some different results. But guess what? This team is exactly who we thought they were. And I'm not going to sit here and cry over some shit like, oh, they need to be sitting players. For what? What are we doing that for? For what? So, how do the Lions pull off the win of going up into Levi Stadium and getting it? There's just one thing you need to know about this 49er team. Okay? Because that offense, they'll generate some points here and there. You know what I mean? They ain't finna generate no points like that, but they'll generate some points. But what have teams been doing to them that has been killing them? You know what that answer is? Running the ball. That's your answer. Running the ball. Well, Luke, they don't really give up a lot of rushing yards, Luke. I know those were the teams who refused to run the ball. Those teams who said, you know what, the hell with the running the ball, we're going to throw it. Shame on you. They're giving up 4 yards a carry. And the last time we played them, you know what happened in that game? We had a bunch of self-imploding situations, fumbles, drops. I don't expect that this time around. Oh, but Luke, we only got Aiden Hutchinson. Newsflash, we ain't had him all season. And I hate to say it, the pass rush looks no different with him than it did without him. So, hey, it could be worse. It could be so much worse. we are a team. This is the thing that nobody's talking about. We are a team. This ain't about just Jared Goff. This ain't about just J-Mo. This ain't about just St. Brown or Laporta. This ain't about just Aiden Hutchinson. This is a team. You are looking at a team. Pat yourself on the back for hanging in there. And to people coming in late, appreciate you for being here. Deshaun Bully, what up, though? Lester White, what up, though? Down 19, what up, though? To the people who coming in a little late, hey, Makai Hope, what up, though? I appreciate you being here. I'm getting ready to drop the link in the chat in a minute so we can, get some people to talk what they're going to talk. But I want you to understand that I had to come on and do this show because, not one, I finally got the time. Two, y'all, hey, I missed y'all as much as y'all missed me. And I've seen some of the content that's being put out there, and I must say, I'm happy that I can, before the year come in, do this. But I'm working on figuring out how to get more time. I'm trying to make the best of the situation. So, what does that look like? My thumbnail shows Dan Campbell. And the reason I did that was very strategic. Because it was at that moment. I remember all the things that people were saying, about him being a meathead and he can't do this and he can't do that. And I remember just thinking, all right. I remember there was even some talks, man, fire this guy. Even in most recently, people were questioning his 4th down decisions and how it's hurting the team. Right? They were questioning it. And I'm sitting there saying to myself, why? What did he give? What has he not? What does he need? What do he need to show you for you to just trust the process? Your GM took risk on hurt players, many of them who are hurt now. Many of them who are hurt now. He took a risk on those players, and you trust every bit of trust the head coach. I can't tell you how many people before the season started, man, Aaron Glenn gotta go. Do you now understand why I defended him? Do you now understand why I said he ain't the problem? Is it now coming into focus now? When I point out things, this is what we need to have happen. Happy holidays to you too, sir. Let me go ahead and put this thing in the chat, man. I want to hear from you people. It's been a long time, you know, and I do want to hear from you. I do want to hear what you got to say, how you feeling about this season. What's going on, Rumble? Yep, I want to know what you feeling. Now, let me just point some things out to the people. Okay? Because I think it's necessary. All right. As I set this up to show you matchups and what we should be focusing on and why we should be focusing on it, I want you to understand just the most essential parts of today's game. It's not it doesn't matter, right? Like like I get it. You want that viewpoint, you want that belief that it doesn't matter. But it does. It does matter. And I want the legacy. I want the record. I want the wins. I've seen enough losing that I want the wins. I want every freaking win. I want you to understand how hard it is to only lose 2 games, to sweep your whole division up until this point. You realize that they got 1 conference loss, 1 non-conference loss. Come on. That is a hard task to do. That's hard. But our team, our squad, they did that. Our boys, the ones we root for, that we've been screaming and howling about. When people talking crazy about, we defending them. They did that. And that is not because of pure luck. That was hard work. That was hard work and preparation. And on top of that, they're doing this while maintaining constant injuries. And I know everybody is waiting for the injury bug to be the undoing of them. But I've seen other teams go through this same stuff, just like the Rams. And if you didn't know about the greatest show on turf, they had a bunch of significant injuries. And they pulled it out, made it look good, and won a Super Bowl. And my question has always been the same. Why not us? It's our time. It's our time. So let's take some look into some stuff, man. I want to get into a few things. Detroit D is in the building. What's going on, Detroit D?
Nothing much, Luke, man. Glad to hear you back on here, man. Been looking for you for a minute and everything. But I just wanted to say,
hey, listen. When I say life is life, and life is life, and having a new baby, it's been more work too. You know, you got the 2 that's already kind of know what to do, but now it's like the baby is like, nah, hell no.
Oh, yeah, you done reset. Just started all over again.
yeah. I must have been drinking that day. I don't know what happened. I think she spiked my drink and caught me slipping. The wife, she caught me slipping. I don't know. But talk to me, man. What are your feelings about tonight's game? About the season thus far? Talk your stuff.
Hey, man. As far as the season thus far, I said the high end would be 13 wins. I thought the low end would be 10. Um, man, I'm 52 years old, Luke. I've never seen a team perform like this, bro. Not my Detroit Lions. And you was just talking about the injuries and talking about them, possibly being the undoing. Ain't gonna happen. It ain't. We destined, bro. We destined to win the Super Bowl this year. We
Hey,
are.
listen, I believe
This is a dynasty in the making, Luke.
Oh, listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna tell you how scary this is, y'all. I want y'all to understand something. We not only do I believe we're winning the Super Bowl, right? I want y'all to be clear. Just ask yourself, how many players are they away from repeating? Think about that. Most of our players are drafted, right? So how many players are they away from really competing? If you add one dog opposite of Aiden Hutchinson, and you add another linebacker with a little bit more athleticism, I'm not knocking who we got, but I would prefer another linebacker. How far are we for real?
Well, Luke, I'm gonna tell you just like this, bro. Once the confetti fall on our head this year, you know what I'm saying, you already see it, slightly right now where team, players like, hey man, I'm trying to slide to the deep. I see what they're doing over there. It's gonna be a destination for players that really like, hey man, I like what Dan Campbell, the organization, doing. Hey, they winning now. Everybody want to be a part of a winner. They're gonna try to come to the D, and that's what's gonna propel us if we can grab the right guys to fit what we do.
Facts. Yeah, like I said, man, it's one of the things where, to me, in tonight's game, I expect to see a whole lot of short passes out the backfield, a whole lot of running the ball, and on the defensive side of the ball, I'm honest. To be honest with you, I don't think we need to blitz too much. I think we need to be blitzing sparingly, a little bit here and there to mix it up, because they got injuries up the wazoo, and they're gonna try to shorten the game up. But I believe once you go out and you score and you get ahead of them, the rest is just ball game, man.
I'm gonna tell you, like, this is how I feel the same way, Luke. If we can get up 2 scores going into the half, coming out of the half, bro, we got them. I'm telling you. I also would like to see AG go a little Dick LeBeau and do a little zone blitzing. You know what I mean? Mix it up a little bit. Cause he like to stay man heavy, but tonight I like to see a lot of zone and there's some zone blitzes. You know what I mean? Just crowd the line. He don't know who gonna drop out. You know what I mean?
Well, listen. The only thing we cannot not do is fall behind, and we can't not turn the ball over. Those are the only two things we can't do, and we good to go. I got people rolling up in here, Detroit D, man. If you want to hang back and come back on in a few seconds, I can do that. But I do want to get these other good people in as well.
Oh, most definitely, bro.
All right. Next up, man, I'm gonna do it in this order. I'm gonna go Kurt Steele, who came in first, and then my man Deshaun, you next. All right, brother. All right, my man Kurt's in the building.
What up, dude?
What's going on? Hey, man, that's the most classic "What up, though" of all time. I wish people, if you can soundbite that.
What's going on, my dude? Glad to see you on it. I popped on for a second. I was like, man, I'm down here getting some dinner ready for the fam, but I was like, oh, Luke G is on. I gotta pop on and say what up, though, to my dude, because it's been too long, brother.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. This year has been it's been different.
You know what?
It's been different.
And blessings on the baby, man, and that's a
you.
good thing, man. The DSA, man, we need to get together and do something. It's been too long for us, man. We haven't been together in so long, but we need to get together, especially think about putting something together for Jim later on in the year. So I'll make sure I get a hold of you, when that happens. But
hey, I'm down for it.
But this has been even with all the injuries, and they're like Detroit D, I'm 52 years old, man. This has been a ridiculously great season to be a Lions fan. Like, I'm looking at this season, I'm like, man, the Lions are doing that. They put in that work, and with the 2 losses that should have been wins if the adjustments would have been made sooner on the offensive side of the ball. But my thing is that this is just the beginning. This ain't just a one-time thing, my man.
Nope.
Like we're built for success for a while.
No, and I agree with that. And you know, and I think what people don't realize is to still have this record with this amount of injuries. This is unheard of.
Amount of injuries, and they for all this shit tonight. I said they're gonna run the score tonight. I think they're gonna do what they did in Dallas, and they'll come out there and they're gonna blow the doors, kind of try to blow the doors off San Francisco tonight, and then probably in the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, then that's when they'll pull people and start playing some of the backups. They can't pull everybody. It's the regular season. They ain't the preseason, so some guys are gonna have to
come
play
on now, preach
all game.
I know a lot of people want to bring that up and talk about that, but I'm with you, Kurt. Like, go out there and play. All this resting your plays and stuff. No, I don't want nobody locking up. I don't need no muscles getting tight. I want you to go and ball, you know, and get the win. The rest of that, I ain't trying to hear it. You know what I mean?
That's a SOL mentality. Like you rest, but you risk the fact of them not being ready for next week. Because it's a short rest. You got to put them back. You got to put them in. You got to play to win, and you got to just play the next game as it is. It doesn't make any sense to rest them. I mean, because you only can rest so many guys anyway.
Plus, I ain't gonna lie to you. This might just be a me thing, and I don't know. Deshaun might agree with this when he come on too, but I feel like every time I did anything and I tried to do it the super safe way, I made more mistakes. Absolutely. From driving to riding a bike to talking to girls. If I went in all safe, man, I seemed like I effed up more. I was like, dang. But when I went in with that, like, bump it, either way, it's only one or two options, I succeeded on every level.
Yep. You do more damage trying to play it safe, too safe, than you do with just going and handling your business. And I think Dan Campbell's not going to let this team come in today and just look over the 49ers. They're going to come in, they're going to play hard, they're going to be who they are, and they're gonna try to run the score up on these cats. You're gonna see some trick plays tonight.
I hope not. Listen, every time I think I seen it all with him, he calls something else. Like I love the play that they call that little fake fumble.
The stumble-rooski. The
stumble-rooski. But I wish we would have saved it. I was like, shit, it had everybody fooled. The stadium, the cameraman, the commentators.
It won't be another one of those, but it's gonna, because you know they did the one that they played last year was the end around to J-Mo. He took it for a touchdown.
Yeah.
So it's something's afoot tonight. You know, you're gonna get one of them to J-Mo or to St. Brown, where they're gonna have an end around run. It's just gonna happen.
Well, you know me, man. I appreciate you for coming through.
Man, and I appreciate I gotta holler at my boy, man. You know, man.
I hope the family is doing great. I try my best to send you like positive stuff on Instagram.
I get them, man, and I appreciate it. I try to react as fast as I can, man. One thing I'll tell you, man, we have some big things popping over at Boss Up Ball Out. So you make sure y'all keep checking us out, man. We got some things working behind the scene, man. We may be, if the opportunity presents itself, we may be about to blow up. So.
Listen, I'm not even gonna let you get away with just the we may be stuff. No, we about to blow up. We know we speaking to existence. Man, we speaking into existence. Y'all about to blow up, and y'all gonna continue to blow up. And like I said, it's no more second guessing it. We're not second guessing nothing in going into 2025. Everything is up.
Yeah, it's so good to be back with Mike and LL, man, because we formed that bond over on Lines on the Prowl,
Yep.
And we're just glad to be doing our own thing now. But shout out to Val and my man Maniac Tim. Man, I told the story the other day, man. I just happened to be up old dark 30 because my son was up. 2 o'clock in the morning. Here go Tim. He on there talking Lions at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Hey, you gotta make time when you can. But again, man, I always appreciate you coming through. I'm gonna
I
bring my man
appreciate you,
Deshaun
brother.
in. He been patiently waiting like 50 Cent
All right,
for a track
Deshaun.
to explode on. So
All right, man. Hey, go Lions. My score prediction 42-17 Lions tonight.
all right, man. Hey,
I love
100%.
you, brother.
Love you too, man. Talk to you later.
All right, man. Out.
My man Deshaun, brother, you look good, man. I see. Look, you got the whole Lions set up and everything.
Hey man, we live it, man. We live it.
Now,
Hey, well, go ahead, real quick.
Deshaun, they don't know this, bro. They don't know that I've been knowing you since elementary school.
Elementary school, man.
They don't know that.
Hey, hey, crazy.
Hey,
Man,
hey, talk your stuff, man. Talk to me about tonight's game and the Lions season thus far. And then after you, I bring in my man John Kapler, who's in the back waiting patiently. Appreciate you back there, John.
Hey, Lion seasons this far, man. It's crazy. Like I went in, I think I was in there with you, like with the 11 games. And then after they won like the first 6, I'm like, yo, this schedule's starting to look like ain't nobody gonna beat us.
Listen. When they listen, I'm gonna tell you the game. I'm gonna tell you the game where I was like, yo, wait a minute, I don't think we can take an L after this. Like what? Like once the Buccaneers game to me, I was like, okay, I didn't think they was gonna lose that game, but I was like, that was the game that I was like, oh yeah, they pissed. I saw it. They were very frustrated. Like, no, that was not our best game. That wasn't us.
Yeah, for sure. And we should have won that. We just wasn't all the way there in that game, but I think we take it all. And I say this every year, man. Even the year we went 0-16, I said next year. You know what I'm saying? I really believe this is our year, bro.
Dude, listen, people don't realize this. Winning tonight, winning against the Vikings, that's 2 games. 2 games to the Super Bowl, right? But if you lose, you go to the 5th seed. You got to play 3 games on the road and pray to God that other people lose for you to get a home game back. No.
Yeah.
Go out, handle your business, get the wins. 2 games, you in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And here's the best part about it. The 5th seed, let me get this together. 2 play 6, 3 play 5. I think I did that right. Right? So, so if 3 play 5, and I believe right now the 3rd team right now is the Rams.
The Rams is number 3 right now. Yeah,
I think it's the Rams. I could be wrong. I probably should look it up. Matter of fact, let me just look it up. I'd rather be safe than sorry. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to make sure that I break this down the way I'm thinking of it. Because I'm just looking at who you play the lowest seed. So, so chances is you're winning that first game, and then you got to think a home game for a chance to go to the Super Bowl. Man, no, they about to go crazy.
For a field goal rock glass next week. Now it's crazy. I had put my Vikings tickets up for sale, and I was like, I'm gonna sell these
I gotta
tickets.
cuss you out. I need to cuss you
No. You gotta listen to me. My reasoning. I put them up for sale because I was like, yo, I need to get this money for the playoff game. So I'm like, I'll sacrifice this game for the playoffs. One Vikings freaking season, because I got 4 seats. If I sell these 4 seats, that's gonna pay for my whole playoffs. But when the Packers lost yesterday, I went and took my tickets back off. I said, I got to go down there, man. They need it.
That's what I'm talking.
They need it, dog. Hey, I got to come up with the rest of that money. It don't matter. I'll come up with it, dog. But I got to be there.
Yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, I'm going to tell you like this. It was no way I would have been selling those tickets. I can tell you this much, though. I have people who have some really good seats. And one of the players on the Vikings made a statement after they beat the Packers, saying that he hoped that the Vikings players, fans show up in large quantities for that game.
Yeah, I seen that.
And because of that, he was like, no, he snatched his tickets off. He was like, oh, hell no. Saying he was like, nope. So I totally get it. I love it. I absolutely love it. And the fact that we are even in this position blows my mind. You know what I mean? Like one of the things that was also killing me was like everybody kept saying like, "Oh man, Monty being down and Gibbs can't carry the load." I'm like, man, I'm sick of this stuff. I heard this same BS with DeAndre Swift. No, let these people play.
Let them play.
Let them play. Like this is the nature. Saquon Barkley ain't finna break a record because he's splitting carries. He finna break a record because they let him play. Like, you know what I mean? Like, this is how it works. So tonight's game is the first step. I like what Kirk said. Go out there, get up on them quickly, sit everybody then. Right?
Yeah.
They don't already got they blood boiling, it's pumped up. Let's go. Sit everybody then.
Yeah. I want them to knock their heads off just like they did the Cowboys.
Yeah. Now let me just do this one time. I want people to understand something. Look, first of all, we got to just look at the merch. Let's look at he got this projector screen right there. The lion. Look at the pictures in the back. I see Barry back there.
Look. Let me not go too far.
Yeah, we don't want to go too far. We don't want people but you want to let them know it. Just in case they want to swap it out, you're willing to do it. If they want to try to enter, they can swap it out. You just let it be known.
I want to go too far.
But again, it's one of the things, man, where you look at this season and you look at all the things. Aaron Glenn has been phenomenal. He has earned himself a right to be a head coach, in my opinion. To all the Lions fans who was critical of him, and I kept saying, like, we don't have no talent on the defense. Like, these are pickup people. Even now with these backup scraps, he's getting so much out of them. So much.
That's man. I like these picks that they've been doing, man. The Quan Alexander. What I don't understand, why is freaking Turner still playing? He's been getting cooked for the last 2 weeks. I guess that's another story. But
you know what that is though? Is he's playing because you got nobody, right? You got to make do what you do. Well, you got Quan, but then you got Quan, Turner,
you got David.
Who?
David Long. He was on the team when 47 was out there getting cooked.
I feel you, but I'm gonna trust the process. I'm with you. But I think it's gonna be different because now Jalen Reeves-Maybin is coming back too. So you should see a little bit more difference in there. But again, our linebacking core is thin. Right? And a lot of the players that we got was hurt. I was very happy to see Mahogany. I hope I said his name right.
Oh yeah, Christian. He bought out.
I was like, look at the boy. Look at the boy. Give me some push. Yes,
man. And then I watched the sound like Taylor Decker mic'd up. Man, you can hear him like encouraging him the whole game. Like, yo, you good, man. Let's go.
Now the people are saying David Long is long gone.
he back.
They said he cut. I haven't checked.
He came back. You know what? I do. He did get released, but I believe he's back, man. I believe he came back. They've been
doing a lot of musical cheers with it too. So you got Lester White says Anzalone will be back next week. I don't need him for next week. I need him for the playoffs.
Yeah, we keep Anzalone, let him sit for a minute. Another thing, though, too, I gotta go, and I know you got other people. But,
I appreciate it.
I really and Hutch probably want to come back so bad. I'd love to see Hutch back, but I really would rather just Hutch sit the rest of the year out and just come back.
I would too
next year.
I would too, because I get it. You want him to come back on for the Super Bowl, and people are like, he could be a dummy. Nobody's buying it. No. Like I'm not buying it. I would be like, oh, okay, we're gonna see how strong them legs is. I'm gonna run right at him.
I mean, he making progress, but you can still see that limp. That limp is real strong. I don't see it, and I wouldn't even push it. So
it says Long got claimed. He failed. He said he failed the physical for the Titans. I see that he got cut Tuesday. Long Jr. got cut 6 days ago. Yeah, I have been so dialed into life that I haven't been able to track as much as I want to, unless the game is going on.
Yeah.
But what I have been able to do is, and I hope people have been noticing this, is I've been posting the halftime stats of every game every game. And the reason I've done that is because I got so tired of debating with people about what happened in this game. Like, look at the first half and the second half.
Right.
So that's why I did it. But man, hit me up on IG so we can catch up, man. Go out, maybe grab something.
Oh
You know
yeah,
what
for
I'm saying?
sure, man. For
You know what
sure.
I'm saying?
And
And
hey, pop up every just 10 minutes, man. Just do it because it's a lot of stuff, man. I gotta sit back and watch these other clowns right here, man. I'm like,
bro,
man,
listen.
come on.
So
10 minutes is
originally
tough,
when I
bro.
came when I had the hiatus before, I came back during the off season. I was like, all right, we're gonna get this thing popping and everything. Bro, I had so many deaths that I was just like, yo, this is really happening. You know what I'm
Sorry
saying?
to hear
Like
that, man.
I had friends who had to bury their kids. And I'm like, oh, this is tough. And then, you know, we had I had grandparents who got sick. It was just a lot. So I really was trying to find time because this is therapy for me, right? I just couldn't find it. I tried everything. And then like today, I got the day off of work. I was like, okay, but they was like, you got to come in to work tomorrow. What the hell? So I take the wins where I can get them, but
that's what's up. Hey, they should have seen my face light up when I seen the notification that you was coming on in 30 minutes.
Man, listen, my plan is to do this tomorrow and again, and like you said, try to get in a little bit of time. It's better than nothing. So that's the plan, man.
Yeah,
that's the whole plan. But hit me up on IG, bro, so we can catch up, man. And get all we caught up, man. But I appreciate you for coming through, bro.
Good looking, man.
Hey, 100%. But one more time for the one time, just in case they want to try you, just in case. Just in case. All right. Hey, just in case. All right. All right. Hey, stay safe, my brother.
Take care, bro.
My man John Kapler's in the building. What up, though, John?
What's going on, my man?
What's going on, brother?
It has been a long time. Good to see you, man.
John, I gotta point this out. John has done something that has never been done in the Field Reviews Pick'em League ever. He has had 2 perfect weeks. I had 1.
Okay.
He's had 2.
Yeah, that first week. That first week was crazy.
That's crazy. Y'all have any idea how hard it is to pick every game right?
Up, down. And like, I look at some games and like, I'm glad I definitely picked all my games at the beginning of the season, but I think there are some where I clicked on it, but I didn't switch stuff. Like, because last week or this week, first 3 games got wrong, and there was one matchup. I was like, why did I have them? Why did I go against the Chiefs? Why didn't I pick the Chiefs? How did that happen?
Hey, it is what it is, man.
Hey, I'm fourth in our pick'em, so I'm happy.
Hey, I just want to give you your flowers, man. You got 2 perfect weeks. I was like, yo, that's crazy. I just could never get around to doing it. So I figure I'll give everybody their flowers tomorrow when I go live and show what the weeks look like. Dolomite said, your thoughts on Calais Campbell. Anybody who could come in and provide us any type of pass rush, I'm for it.
Now here's a name for the playoffs, and Luke let me know, people in the chat let me know if this is a thing. I said it last year. So come the playoffs, end of the season, right? If someone has an expiring contract and they're a free agent, we can pick them up, right? Like if they're going to be a free agent in March, season's over, we can pick them up, right? I think that's how it works.
You mean like if their contract is expiring?
Yeah, like if they're going to be a free agent, we could pick them up then.
Yeah, as long as they're a free agent, we can add them. Yes.
Isaiah Simmons, go get him. Hybrid linebacker, safety. He can do things. Yes, I know we have Jamal Adams, but this kid is a different thing. Get him in for a couple games and then go re-sign him next year. This kid would be a freak and would make us even crazy better.
They won't do that for 2 reasons and 2 reasons alone. The reason they would not do something like that is because, one, that's something that I would do, and they don't usually do what I would do.
Right. That's crazy good idea, fans. Like, nah, we don't want to do that. We don't want to listen to the fans and give Luke G and the bad guy John Kapler like credit.
Now, I can tell you this much though, man. Like looking at tonight's game, these are the 2 players that I think are going to have a huge game. I think Gibbs is finna go nuts. Like he finna go crazy. And ironically, on the defensive side of the ball, I think the guy that's finna go crazy is Jack Campbell.
Hey, that's
And the
what's
reason
up.
I say that is because they have been trying their darnest to just run the ball and to run it consistently. And I can see where they run into some problems. Because I feel like Jack Campbell, is good enough between the tackles to get there. He got some other issues, but we'll work through those. But those are two guys I think are going to have a big game. I do want to answer this question from Boone, who says, "What Zadarius Smith doing out there?"
He's
Zadarius
stopping
Smith,
the run. He's stopping the run, and he's getting
Zadarius
some
Smith, when
pressure, and
he
he's
came
getting like
in,
a sack every game.
this is the thing. When he came in, I didn't really look at him as a fix. I looked at him as a answer that they feel that teams will have to put respect on. So if at all anything else, his intangibles are helping, if that makes sense. The biggest
I
loss.
feel we would have got him whether Hutch got injured or not. He was the other guy on the other side of the line that the Lions needed.
Yeah, agree. And again, he was one of them guys just went, okay. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. Anybody who can help us, I'm taking.
Yep.
Dr. Pepperoni say, my man Deshaun got that Fox 2 problem solver on the wall.
Heck yeah, he does. I saw that. That was great. What about the Bears are going to go to the Super Bowl? What about the Bears are going to come in here and sweep us? We got the problem solver.
The problem solver. My man, Mr. Jackson, Uriel Jackson says, do you think our Lions beat 49ers today and beat Vikings on Sunday Night Football? I do.
Yeah.
I have no doubt that they're going to do it. I thought Luke and Ketchup had to go on IR. Hey, Stoner perspective. Hey, listen. It's been
long enough. Christmas. Stanham brought him some ketchup. Let's keep it real.
It's been long enough that the statute of limitation is well within its place. Yes. I can assure you that me and Ketchup might have made up. I don't know yet.
hey, get you a good thing of steak fries. Then you and Ketchup will be great.
Yeah, we might have made up. You know what I mean? But John, talk to me, man. Tell me about the season, your thoughts on the season. Tell me what your thoughts on this game tonight.
Man, the season has been awesome. As I said in the comments, the bandwagon fans, they are what they are. I asked the lady, it was around 51, lady from Detroit. I'm like, who was your first quarterback that you had? She's like, what do you mean that you had? And I explained to her, I'm like, first quarterback, that when you were a Lions fan, you remember. She goes, my first quarterback, Jared Goff. I'm like, get out. I'm done talking. Nope, not allowed. Just craziness like this. But the season, I mean, it has been up and it has been down. It has just been what the Lions are about, ups and downs. I mean, Hutchinson got injured.
We've had some scary parts in there.
The season is over. Another person gets injured. All the season's over, but it hasn't been over. We've been next man up. We have literally been the Detroit next men up and have really not fallen off. I'm not worried about Minnesota next week because if you look at the game, like what did they do against the Packers? Like they in the beginning they struggled. So I'm not really worried about that. I'm just happy that we're doing what we're doing. We get to, I don't know if I'd really call this revenge tonight because this isn't the same 49ers team, but I will gladly take it in San Francisco where we lost it against the symbol of the San Francisco 49ers. I'll take that W, whether it's the same players that we play or not.
Yeah, I put it like this, man.
Ghost Gunner, man. It's one more game down. It's another win. I'm good with it.
Ghost Gunner says, "Holy shit, you're streaming!" Yeah, I'm in the
right. I was out driving. I saw that and I saved it. I'm like, I got to catch this one. It's been like since what, week 3, week 2?
I was trying everything. I swear.
Life happens, man. We get it. Fans of us that are fans of you, we understand life happens. You got a lot of stuff going, and I'm so happy that you're doing your thing and trying to help. And when you do try and help, man, like you get kicked. So you don't stop.
Hey, listen. What up, though, Chrome? Want to give you a shout out, and then I got some love for this. My man Whiskey Neat says, "What up, though? Glad you're live for the pregame. Been here before 50 subs since your first video. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, man. I appreciate your support. And listen, when I first started, I didn't have a lot of people, right? but I pissed off a lot of people because
Yes, you
I
did,
was
and I love
saying
it.
things that
You
people
were
was like,
saying
that's
the
not
truth,
true,
and the
and it
truth
was
makes people mad.
happening. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, we're gonna do this, and it happened. I'm like, we're gonna do that. It happened. I told everybody, hey, the only move you can make is take a running back. Man, you can't take no running back high. And we drafted a running back. I'm like, look, I just see things differently.
When
all
your
right?
boy's right, your boy's right.
Yeah. So
When your Luke is right, your Luke is right.
and that's the thing. Even like today, I'm trying to do at least an hour today. Then I gotta go be dad. Let me just tell you,
Newborns ain't as easy as you thought they were. You forgot.
no,
didn't
listen,
you?
I'm gonna tell you, listen, when I had my first son, I would come on and do shows with him, right? He would be on, you could hear him in the background, I would be holding him, I would still do a show. It was not that big of a deal. And as he got older, he would chill. When I had the second one, I would do the same thing, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. And he got older, he would chill. But this third one, man, what?
Wild one.
Man, listen, if you're not paying him no attention, he gonna let you know I need to see you and you need to pay me some attention.
Yikes.
It's the craziest thing. So but hey, shout out to the men who found their wives, because I have an amazing wife and she's got them wrangled and everything. So cool.
Round of applause to your wife. I don't know who she is, but
absolutely,
round of applause for doing what you're doing right now so that Mr. Luke G can be on with us. Thank you, Mrs. Luke G.
Now let me get back into this game some more, because I want to point this out really quick. Let me get this up here really fast. Boom, come on now, hold on, wait. All right, it should be up on the screen. All right, boom. Let me make this nice and big so the people. This is the 49ers schedule. Now, many of you may be wondering, well, Luke, why would you feel a need to show this? Why is this something that we need to know? Why is this something that we should talk about? The New York Jets, they beat the brakes off of them, right?
Yep.
But I want you to start to notice some of the things that was happening as the games went on and the injury started mounting up for them. When you look at their losses, their loss to Minnesota, right? Yep. They lost to a division foe against the Rams.
Playoff team.
They lost to Arizona, another division team, right? They lost to Kansas City, right? You look at those teams and who they beat. Look at the stretch after that, right? Look at this. They beat the Bucks, which I was surprised by. They lost to Seattle in a close one. Green Bay demolished them, right? And the thing that you start to notice is these games had Christian McCaffrey. And Christian McCaffrey goes back out.
Yep.
They lose 38-10, 35-10, beat a lonely trash Bears team 38-13, come back and lose to the Rams, right? And now they get to play us. What does these things have in common, right? Loss on the road, right? Okay. Lost at home. Lost on the road. Lost on the road. Lost at home. Lost at home. Lost at home. Lost on the road. This team is so off that they could be on the road, at home. They're just not consistent. And nothing that they've done has been consistent. The other thing that jumped out to me is, and you feel free to show me where you've seen it, when's the last time they had a back-to-back win? Win, loss.
They haven't.
Win, loss. Win, loss. Win. Oh, bye week.
Oh, okay.
We give them a bye week. They didn't get off the bye week.
Sure.
Win.
Sure.
Loss. Win, loss. We're going to add another loss into that column. They'll probably beat the Arizona Cardinals. Okay? But and this game right here is where it's going to get real. Okay? And so, why am I bringing this up? Because if you go to their most recent loss, which we can do really quick right now, check out that last one. I want you to look at what they attempted to do.
Oh, what did they attempt?
So, sorry, let me make it that damn big. All right, let's get over here. All right. Who's their top runner?
Oh, my Lord.
Like, this This man threw the ball 40 times and was trying to run for his life. Right?
That's
He got
not good.
sacked 3 times.
That's not good.
Here's the other part. They didn't even touch Tua. And look how they lost. Who ran the ball down their throat?
A-chain. Ooh.
All right, now watch this. You go back to the loss against the Rams, right? This is just what I'm trying to tell people. Like, this is how we need to play them. This is how we need to come at them. All right. This is just the oh, come on. I hate all this advertisement. I should have put my ad blocker up, but that's okay. All right. Let's just look at this one. Who's the leading rusher over here?
Yikes.
Kyren Williams.
108.
Hold on. In case people said I'm not paying attention. Even in their win, I want you to see something.
Even in their win.
Even in the win, you're going to see a little bit of a pattern. Now, some people are going to say that this don't mean nothing. There's no causation to this. I get it. I totally get it. Right? I totally get it. But the thing I want you to do is realize, look what happened. They were the ones who won the rushing. You want to beat this team, just run it down their throat. Everybody get the ball today. Viking get the
that's
ball.
what you should do as a football team in general. Run.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, Reynolds get the ball, Viking get the ball, Gibbs get the ball. Gibbs finna eat. If you're a fantasy person, Gibbs finna eat. I'm talking about screen passes. I'm talking about rushing attack. Gibbs finna eat. They ain't got no answer for Gibbs. But if you still think I'm making it up, let's just do one more for the kicks.
For the kicks.
Just for the kicks. We can look at what they did against the Buffalo Bills. Just for the kicks. All right? And you're going to start to see a very interesting pattern here. Who won the rushing attack?
Okay.
I can't make this stuff up. I can't make it up.
You can't and you're not.
So this is literally how you beat them. Because once he gets the ball on the board,
Dan Boy knows that.
It's over with. It's over with. This is the most winning formula you can have.
And I mean, we got runners all over. J-Mo gets trick plays to be a running back. So, like, good luck. We've got, like, 4 running backs. Well, 3 since Monty's out. But, Gibbs, the rookie, and then J-Mo.
And again, it's one of the things. I see you in the back, Rumble. You up next. John Dolomite says, quick news, Washington release Phildren Mathis. Lions tried to claim him, but trash-ass Jets got him.
Yeah, that's like...
I saw that he got released. And I already knew he wasn't going to make it to our team for 2 reasons and 2 reasons alone. The Jets are not looking at him being added because, he's going to save their season. They're looking at building for the next year, and they want to have first dibs, so I get it. But it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Gino, what up, though? Thank you. I'm happy to be back and getting in there. Makai Hope says, I hope, Ben, don't overthink this. You and me both. Lord. Oh, you and me both. Hope you don't overthink it.
100% truth.
John, let me bring in my man Rumble. I appreciate you for rocking, man. And then
Happy
at
New
the
Year.
Rumble, I'm going to get out of here and go be dead.
Go Lions.
Go Lions. My man Rumble's in the building. Rumble, what up, though?
What up, though, Luke, man? It's a pleasure.
Dude, it has been so long. I feel like, he gotta be more careful. Man, talk to me about tonight's game and this season thus far, Rumble. Yo, can you hear me? Oh, I done lost Rumble. Let me try to let you out and bet you back in. Rumble, can you hear me now? Oh, man, let me figure out what's going on. Hold Hold on. Let me figure out what's going on. Let's see. Can you hear me now? All right. Am I good now? My man. Bill Carson says, God bless the Chiefs. Yeah, you're going to need some prayer by the time they get to the Super Bowl, get the Lions. Shout out to you, sir. All right. Rumble, you back?
Yeah, man. My bad, man.
I see my
I
man.
apologize.
I got you next, brother. Hold tight.
Yeah, I apologize.
Talk
What
to
up,
me
though,
about
man?
tonight's game and this season thus far.
Yeah, it's been an amazing season so far, man. A true inspiration just to not only the city, but, other teams within our city. Somehow we've been managing to win games that, the pundits say we can't win because, we don't have all our players. But it's been rewarding to see what team. It's been rewarding to see what a true coach can do for a team. So I think Ben Johnson's going to be the one to deliver tonight because last year he kind of took his foot off the gas pedal, and I hope that tonight he learned his lesson from last year. And yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it.
If it's one thing I know about Ben Johnson is he don't like to make the same mistake twice. You see what he did to the Cowboys?
Yeah.
Like his first play call, he's eligible.
Yeah. It was
like he messed it. So I expect to see that same thing. And to me, this season has been such an amazing season. It is not over. We are going to go to the Super Bowl. I have no doubts about it. I was planning on to try to make it to the Super Bowl because I feel like we're gonna go. And then I saw that first ticket price for the nosebleed, and my soul was like,
"Your nose
there's no way possible. It's no way possible." Do you realize that a nosebleed seat was like $3,000? Like, and not to mention the hotels and everything. You got to be at least 45 minutes to an hour out to even I just
unless you got an RV. Do it. Yeah, I know it's tough, man, and it's and you got to think about it, man. Like when we make it, I mean, how many of those fans are really true diehard fans, man? How many are just in it for the, you know what I mean?
And listen, I wanted to do it just because I was like, hey, this is a lifetime. One of the things that stuck with me to this day, I'll never forget. I saw this video of Kobe Bryant holding his child, and the Eagles won their first Super Bowl, and he couldn't even react the way he wanted to because his child was on him sleep. And I was just thinking to myself, like, yo, I really wanna be in there. Like, yo, you know what I mean?
That would be dope, man. And just to witness that with your children who, man, it's a special moment, man. We grew up watching Barry, on Sunday on Thanksgiving. And yeah, we weren't Super Bowl, but man, watching Barry run was like, that was our Super Bowl. That was probably the only time we got to watch him, if we didn't live in the city of Detroit or didn't live in the state of Michigan, was watching Barry. And it was just like, bro.
And you're right. That was one of the few times we got to see it. But this year we got a Thanksgiving win. we got a 13-2, soon to be 14-2 record. Like, bro, you can't make this stuff up. Hey, Deshaun, they said you got that Fox 2 problem solver on the wall. But yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for tonight's game. I'm excited for the season. I'm excited for what I expect to happen. And when we get to the Super Bowl, man, I'm telling you right now, when we get to Super Bowl, I want them to all to take this in, because the one thing I can tell you is this is one thing, and I'm told y'all I'm still critical of the one thing with Brad Holmes, but this is the one thing I'll always give him credit for. He figured out the one thing that I wish that most former Lion personnel would have did, which was go to winning programs and get winners. And we got a lot of Alabama players. We got a lot of players from winning programs. And so that's something I would not take from him under no circumstance. Okay? None. Rumble, you got anything else you want to add? Then I'm gonna bring in Mars. Mars will be my last guest, and then I'm gonna try to figure out how I'm gonna do this thing tomorrow because they got me working tomorrow. I can't believe these people backwards.
Oh man, they got you working on New Year's Eve. No, I just want everyone to enjoy the game. Remember tonight. Just let's just support our guys 120%, man. Enjoy the game. We know Detroit's going to put on a show in front of the national TV audience. This one thing we know how to do is, play a. Yeah, man. Again, Luke. I'm glad you came on tonight and streamed, man. This is my therapy too. It was good to see you. It was good to hop on and enjoy the game, man. I appreciate it.
100%, Rumble, man. Love you, brother. Appreciate you for coming through, man.
Likewise. Thank you.
My man's Mars is landing. Is in the building. What up, though, Mars?
Oh yeah, what up, though, my Brody?
Hey, Mars. Mars got to be the world's greatest dad, man. Y'all don't know it, but Mars be out here putting in work, baby.
This is the world's greatest thing right now, man. What's going on? Can you believe this, Luke?
Dude, the Lions have completely shocked the world. It's to the point where even like people like Sam Acho is getting called out by close friends like Richard Sherman for talking stupid. Like people
everybody talking stupid about us too, man. But you know what? I love it though, because that's what gives us that fire.
Yeah.
I don't want them to be talking good about us.
Oh, yeah. And again, there's a lot of good to talk about. All the complaining
it's
about
good for us to talk about. It's good for us Lion fans to talk about. That outside media, man, I don't care if they talking about us, man. Let us slide through,
And the sad part is this, man. I've watched, this is the thing that's been most impressive to me. We are taking over stadiums. Like, man, we're taking over stadiums, bro.
We're not just taking over stadiums. We taking over other teams. Everybody want to play for us, cuz. We taking over the teams.
I've noticed that. And listen, I got a wild take. I've been saving it, but I'm gonna let you in on it. It's a certain player that I'm not so sure is going to get re-signed to his team because he done did a lot of talk about things going on with the head coach, and he tried to smooth it over. But I can see him coming to the Detroit Lions, and that's Michael Parsons.
Oh man, everybody that play that position want to come to the Lions.
Hey, it's opportunity presenting itself, and that's what you want to have.
The Lions
have a chance to go to the Super Bowl.
Hey,
and the Lions are now that chance.
Anybody that play that position, they hungry to come over here and play with Aiden. They hungry. They can't wait. They can't wait for the year to be over.
Absolutely. Richard, Richland Ford, what up, though? It says, what up, though? Do you think they're going to pull the starters halftime? No. If the score is out of control, sure. But if the score is not out of control, they want to put the game away first and then put the other people in.
I'm going to put it like this, man. Who is our starters? Because it look like everybody is starters. We ain't got no bench players. Everybody is a starter.
Listen, we don't have. Listen, I put it this way. I was very impressed with some of the people that they had added like late.
Me too, man.
Jamal Adams came in and had little playing time.
Man, the young guys, the Muhammad and them, man.
See, I wanted Muhammad at the beginning of the year. So
man, I thought he showed why you wanted him though. He showed why you had that interest, man. All them boys, I'm talking about from Neiman. I ain't know nothing about half of these guys, man. But they playing like starters.
Well, as long as
I look at it like we don't got no starters. I mean, we ain't got no bench players. We got all starters, man.
As long as they keep showing up for people like Aaron Glenn, Ben Johnson, like we're playing as a team. It's about the team. Like even when they gave the game ball to Amon-Ra, he was like getting ready to give it to
J-Mo.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a team atmosphere. They're a family. If you want to see something funny, go and watch the St. Brown's podcast with Jameson.
Yeah, I watched it.
I'm
watching. You know, I watch everything Detroit. Man, I'm telling you, I drive my girl crazy. She be like, "You watching this shit?" And hell yeah, I gotta know what's going on. You feel me?
Hey, 100%. It says I ran all under tickets for them to get yanked. What? Oh my God!
What do you say?
So he ran an all unders ticket. Like he betted there's gonna be all unders, and then they was like, nope. J-Mo was high as hell. J-Mo on that interview, if he wasn't high,
man,
I don't know. I don't know what the hell going on. He was. I'm like, bro,
hey,
like.
J-Mo remind me of my little nephew, man. He's smooth like him too, man. I like J-Mo, man. I don't know why people be on his back like that, man.
They fear the city and he don't. That's why.
I know why they on his back like that, because they be on us like that. You know what I'm saying? When you got that charisma like that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they be on, they want you to cool it down, but I don't want my dog to cool that down, man. Bring all that energy that you got, dude. Bring all that energy.
Dan Spano says, which interview? So you know that the St. Brown brothers is where it's
they got a podcast. Man, they got
Equiamius. What's his name?
I'm not. Yeah, his brother, Economics. I just say EQ. But I'm gonna tell you the truth. My favorite episode is the one with Montgomery, man. The episode with Montgomery.
That was my favorite too.
Man,
when Montgomery talked about the whole process and how he thought things were going to be.
Yeah,
I enjoyed that. But this last one, if you wanted to laugh, J-Mo was definitely high. And you can tell they genuinely was like they generally are like
they generally they boys.
Yeah, they
boys.
Let me ask you this though, man. Just in terms of it, the funniest one was Kirby low key, man. Kirby, man, I'm leaving him alone.
He's goofy, man. It's bro, because he make me laugh when he play too. Like I be watching him and I be like, man, this dude is silly, man.
Right. Now, listen, I love it, but talk about tonight's game, man. I'm just curious. What do you think we got to do to win it? What is your viewpoint of what we got to do to win it?
Man, we got to act like we playing like we got to restart. Like, okay, that game that we lost last year to them, that's over. Now we got to restart. We just got to stay focused. We ain't got to think about no revenge. We ain't got to be sitting our players out. We just got to stay focused the same way we do every game. That's it. That's it. That's all we need to do.
That's all you asking them to do.
You say what?
What you asking them to do is be who you are, play your game.
Run the ball down their throat. I know we ain't got Montgomery, but we got other running backs too that can back up Gibbs, my boy Sonic. But run that ball down their throat. Throw a couple trick plays at them. You play some good defense. All we need is 2 good stops. 2 good stops and a turnover, and we won this game, man.
If we get 2 stops and 2 scores, it's over with. If we get up 2 scores, it's over with. So that's just off.
If we can get up 2 scores, come on, huh?
Let me rephrase that. Not 2 scores, but 2 possessions.
Yeah, 2
possessions. You know what I mean? So, because we have shown that we can respond. Debo and Jennings ain't gonna do snips. We gonna win by 10.
I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say Debo ain't gonna do nothing. See, what people gotta realize is everybody out here to get money too. You know what I'm saying? First off, they all out here to get money. So we all know that we want the Lions to win, but we gotta be realistic. You know what I'm saying? It could be a slip up. We could be a slip up, but what's good about where we at right now, we can slip up and we can catch ourselves next week. But we shouldn't be slipping up. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't be no slip ups.
We shouldn't be. We shouldn't be.
Long as we don't get cute and let Goff start acting like Matt Stafford. As long as Goff don't try to be Matt Stafford, we good.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie. Matt Stafford been balling for the Rams, and he would have balled for us if he had this coaching staff.
That man always been a baller, man. That's in that man DNA.
That's yeah.
We seen it for 12 years.
I ain't gonna keep you too much longer because I do gotta go be dead. And I've told them I was gonna play some games with them, some board games before this football game gets started. So you want to give people your final thoughts, and I want to say this real quick. Marcus Willis, what up, though? But give people your final thoughts, Mars.
Oh yeah, Marcus Willis, what up, though? You know what I'm saying? You homie to the homie, so you homie to the homie, But come on, let's play. Let's just watch this game. Let's dominate. You know what I'm saying? Let's eat some chicken wings and drink our beer and whatever we do. You know what I'm saying? We gonna enjoy this game. We gonna win this game. Goff going for at least 250. We gonna be good. We gonna be good.
100%. My man, Mr. Ford, he said Minnesota way more important than this game. I say rest them boys. Laporta got hurt last season. Same situation.
No,
This is
the most
different.
important game is the game that's in front of you.
Yes,
that's
right.
The most
that's
important
the most
game.
important one.
See, if people play sports, they would know that. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna bring that up.
You got
But
understand.
good night, everybody.
Mr. Ford got money on the line. He trying to get that bread, and I ain't mad at him.
Hey, and I hope he get that bread. And when you get that bread, keep it too.
I ain't mad at him. He trying to get that bread. All right, Mars. Let me go hit my final thoughts, good people. You know me. I got to end every show on a positive note. I plan to be back tomorrow. That is my plan, Lord willing. Today's positive quote comes straight from me. You're going to have trials and tribulations and things that are going to come up every step of the way along this thing called life. And you are going to be tested and pushed. But I need you to remember one thing and one thing only. Life and situations are only about 10% of what happens to you. The other 90% is how you respond. You do not need to respond to it in a way where you are going to put yourself in a position to not be at your best, to not be in your greatness, to not be in your direct path of your own success. What you can do when things come too hard, when things become too difficult, is just stop for a second. Look around you, survey the things, take in the blessings that you do have, and the ones you don't, prepare yourself to get them. Because I can assure you that this year has taught me something so compelling, which is that if I just responded slightly this way, I don't get to have the outcomes that I have today. I don't get to see my beautiful children or my wife. I don't get to see my family and my friends. I don't get to be there for people in the way that I can be there for them because I took the 90%. I didn't jump on the 10. So before you go out there and make decisions based on the 10%, make the decisions based on the 90. 10% of what happened to you, 90% how you respond. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, and get ready to watch the Lions go ahead and get that 14th win as they continue to make history for our Detroit Lions. And as always, don't be no chump. Please do your research. I'm out. I'll be back tomorrow.